Oh my God, what did I get myself into?
So to conclude the robbery story real quick,
for
sure.
to recap. So
what happened with him?
Right, yeah. So he, okay, so I agreed to, I'm like, so dude, why do you want to do this? I want to go back to prison, this, that, and the other. All right, cool. Well, I'm like, okay, so you want us to call the cops on you so you can go back to prison? He goes, yeah. And
why don't I just call the cops and just wait for them?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I was
Tell them
basically
you robbed
getting
us.
at. Because I was still kind of like, man, that was probably like my 3rd or 4th month being at that store, so I was still kind of new.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, I went through protocol as far as like, I can't open the register unless you buy something. You know, you're already making the wrong decision, so you're not thinking straight.
So yeah, you can get my money, dog.
Yeah, you can get my money, dog. You took my money. So fucking.
Did you call the cops?
So yes. So now, because I don't want to take my attention off the guy.
Did you press that
I'm
little hidden
yelling.
button or something under the thing?
The shit doesn't even work. I've
What?
done it before. They have them.
Now you know. Just don't
have
go when
them,
he's there though.
But automatically, the cops assume that somebody just fucked around and just accidentally hit it.
For real?
It's like, why don't you just go check first, dog?
Damn. I mean, it's San Antonio. It's not that bad. Like, come on.
And it's Leon Valley too. Like,
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the
What?
good neighborhood.
yeah. So I didn't even know about the flip of the switch. At this time, I didn't even know about the flip of the switch thing.
Oh, okay.
Nobody told me that part.
Isn't there another one where like inside the when you pull out like a certain bill or something like in the register? I don't know, man. I watch a lot of movies.
I was gonna say, I was like, that sounds like TV.
It's not that sci-fi tech.
I mean, we're both
That
filmmakers
sounds like
here, you
TV
know.
right now.
I don't know what's
What
real
if
and
it
what's
had
not.
So my only option is to yell at my coworker, who's been completely oblivious this entire fucking time. Now, mind you, finally, he busts out the knife and puts it up in the air to let me know. He's like, I'm doing
for
this for the
real.
camera. But I'm for real, you know what I mean? Bust it out.
okay, yeah.
Let you know. And shit, he had a husky. Motherfucker. That's a sharp blade. You know? Straight, what do you call him?
Razor?
Straight razor, like fuck.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, he's got the knife out now. Fuck, shit is real. Yelling at my coworker, hey, or Cassie, shout out. I'll send it to you. But anyway, funny.
You need to pay attention, motherfucker.
Take your earbuds out.
Cassie.
Get to work.
So I'm like, hey, Cassie. I'm yelling at her because she got her earbuds in. And she's like, oh, you don't have to yell at me like a dog. And I'm like,
It's like we're getting robbed.
I'm so sorry.
We're getting robbed right now.
I don't know, there's a guy waving a fucking knife at me.
Luckily, he wasn't a sick fuck that's like, hey, I'm going to rape that
He
bitch.
really didn't.
I know, right?
He
Like,
really
damn.
didn't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Luckily, the nicest robber I could ever had.
Shh.
So
Man.
I'm like, yes, can you please call the cops because we're being robbed? And she's like, you know what I mean? Right away, 911 on her phone.
Imagine
this
if it
and
was
that.
an actual robbery where you have no time to think.
Exactly.
It's like, what the fuck?
I'll give her
She would have
credit.
started screaming.
Right?
I give her credit. She didn't lose her cool. She's like a psychology major. So
Okay.
she knows how to like reevaluate the situation and be like, okay, take control of the situation.
Right.
Do what you got to do. Dude, I tell you what.
Good.
So the guy's just like, all right. I was like, all right, what kind of cigarettes you want? Because it was already agreed upon. I ain't giving you no money, dog. So he's like, I'll take some marbles. Fuck it, here's your marbles.
Right.
And the funniest thing was,
I'm not gonna get that beer for you though.
no, I was gonna hand him. No. Like that was the funniest part. Because you figure it's like, dude, like he's not gonna ask me or like. He walks up to the beer bin, grabs two Bud Lights, and like kind of like motions like, is this cool? It's like,
you're robbing me.
us right now. Where the fuck you want, man?
Take the whole bin.
And meanwhile, like she's already on the phone talking to the dispatcher.
Yeah.
Right there at the light on Bender and Hebner. Cops already right there taking a left. Swear to God, this guy only had time to spark a cigarette, chug down the beers, and assume the position. Cops came from the left side of the store, from the right side of the store, from the front of the store, and just pulled out their gas. Get on the fucking floor now! And dude, like serious, dude. Leon Valley does not play.
Damn, dude.
So they cucked him, booked him. We had to take him inside.
Exciting night of work.
Exciting night of work, yes. Fucking
Yeah.
stressful. So me and Cassie became closer co-worker friends because
I
we just
see.
experienced some shit together.
Yes,
sure.
yes.
You know, life altering. So to speak.
You were
Did you
deaf.
end up hitting her in the back of the head?
well-
like, pay fucking attention.
There's too many cameras for that.
I almost died here, motherfucker.
Wow.
Smoked me out. She had a vape pen, so we
Oh,
were
there
good.
you go.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
Yeah.
she had a vape pen while she was at work.
Yeah.
true.
Earbuds, vape pen.
And influenced another
psychology
employee.
major.
Influenced another employee. Yeah.
Nobody has to know.
It's too late.
And my boss at the time, shout out to Carrie, Heidi. I'm gonna give all y'all a shout out because I'm talking about the corner store. I love my peeps from there. Good peeps, great store.
That's why you left.
But it was a good move. I had to move on to bigger
Right.
and better things.
Yes, yes.
Badass.
Another Valero.
Yeah.
I was kidding. Just kidding.
It was supposed to be another podcast.
No, so you son of a bitch.
Hey.
Oh.
I gotta go to
Time
work,
to
guys.
wake up. Time to wake up.
Yeah, that's usually when I'm waking up for work.
Damn, you see, so it really does work.
So, our manager Carrie was nice enough to let this lady, Miss K, is what we known her as, homeless black lady, old homeless black lady. She wasn't, I guess, completely homeless. She had a nice SUV car, and she just kind of, we would let her park there and sleep in her car overnight.
Okay.
And then in the morning time, I was always nice enough to like get her free coffee, like no big deal, help her out. Nice lady.
A
you know?
rich homeless.
Dude, so this.
I mean,
This
technically, that is a house. I mean, it costs as much as a house.
Might as well. It was a nice SUV. I forget. It was like a Forte or something. Very nice.
What?
Forenza. My bad. Forenza.
Okay, so maybe.
Forensics. Yeah, that's
Well, maybe
it.
maybe it's more like a loft. Not even a loft. More like an apartment.
Okay. Yes.
Either way, it belonged to someone with oodles of money. She was outside.
But not her.
Basically. She was outside the entire time of this robbery, sleeping.
What?
When the cops like, get out of the all this scuffling and everything. Asleep the entire fucking time.
Damn. Well, I
She
mean,
didn't even know what was going on.
not a worry in the world.
Well,
I
the
guess
girl
when you,
inside didn't even know. So why would somebody sleep in their car outside know?
I mean, when you
Yeah,
ain't got,
I mean,
when you ain't got no money.
cut to
I mean,
her
right?
smooth jazz playing in the car.
Yeah,
just-
she just sleep.
She got no money. What she got to worry about?
It's nighttime. I mean, it's time to sleep right now. What are you talking about?
Poor woman, yeah, she
Exactly.
probably works so hard. Like once she's out, she's out.
Basically.
So yeah. Funny
Well, there's
enough.
that story.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think I got
Working
it all.
out the Valero.
The Adventures of Joe.
Yes.
Yeah. Rock the mic tonight, ain't gon' be no fight. We all feel it right there.
Yeah.
Rock the mic tonight, ain't gon' be no fight. We all feel it right dance.
Oh no, it's Big Dog, T-B-O-N-E. Say it with me once again, it's on. It's not your boy Snoop, it's me, T-Bone. Rocking the mic into the early moan. So go ahead and grab your girl and grab a sip of Patron. Now hit the dance floor and get your boogie on. And have a listen to the words that I speak in this song. Now let the rhythm move your body up and down, side to side and all around. Side to side and all around. I'm gonna make you move your body with this funky sound. Drums, bass, keys and guitar. Spend the night dancing with the superstar. If you need to fill your cup, better hit the bar. I'm gonna rock the mic tonight, puff a Cuban cigar.
Rock the mic tonight, ain't gon' be no fight. We all feel it right dance.
Yeah.
Rock the mic tonight, ain't gon' be no fight. We all feel it right dance. Rock the mic tonight,
Rock the mic tonight,
we all feel it right.
we all feeling right.
Rock the mic, ain't gon' be no fight. Feel it right dance.
Feel it right, dance.
So yeah, there was that. Yeah. So please tell us.
What?
How about I don't know, a crazy situation, something maybe within that same field. You felt like alone, or somebody was, I don't know, stalking you. Any stalker stories, maybe?
I do have one stalker story, but it was not as, like
Were you the stalker?
knife point or no.
Oh,
no.
because I remember Welcome to the F. We had a guest, our first female guest. She ended up being the sexual stalker.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was a total
I wouldn't
trip.
say this was a sexual stalker, but it was somebody who was on my Snapchat, and they didn't like that I blocked them. So they messaged my co-host and threatened me through her. What? And then we're sending all these messages, basically knowing where I worked, said they were going to kill my dog.
What?
And your little dog too.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Then it started. We know where you work, and Then they started with, oh, my son works with you behind the bar, and you're showing them your naked. I'm reporting you to your job for showing my son your naked videos and.
My son.
Yeah, they were trying to insinuate that their son worked behind the bar with me. And if they did, then that means they're of age. They
gotta be at least 18.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the funny thing was that our bar back was not.
Oh.
So exactly.
Oh,
So that kind of like brought forward, oh shit, we're not following the rules ourselves. And I had to like go to corporate and jump in front of this and let them know I have a nude show. This person is threatening me, and they were just basically, don't talk about your job anymore online, and we'll take care of this. So. That was that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yes,
Just
they were
like-
threatening to report, the kids to CPS. They were threatening to kill the dog, get me fired from my job. All that stuff. Yeah.
Damn, that's
But I mean,
insane.
dude, you're breaking no laws.
No, and they were reporting my Snapchat. I basically got off of Snapchat for over a year because of it. It was just like, just forget it.
Oh wow.
It's crazy,
So-
man.
And I have people
Haters.
now on Facebook it's not so bad, but I had people. I still have a Snapchat that's floating around that they're acting like me. It says Naked Intelligence on it. They're acting like they're Nik Scorpion.
Oh, wow.
And the only way I know that this is still going around is because a fan hit me up, and basically I don't know if he sent me like a nude pic of him, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't want to see this. And he was like, what do you mean? We do this all the time. And I was like, what do you
Since when?
What?
Excuse me.
And I was like, that's not me. And he was like, what do you mean that's not you? I've been sending you pictures. And I said, you haven't been sending me pictures. This is the only picture I've gotten of you. And they sent me
Damn, talk about a catfish.
Yes. So they sent me a screenshot of who they've been sending to, and I said, oh yeah, that's the catfish Snapchat. I was like, that's not me. So they're taking your pics and doing whatever they want with them. I have no idea.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they were pictures of you.
No, they were sending pictures of themselves. He sent a picture to me and was like, we do this all the time. Like, you don't mind me sending my pics to you.
It's like, that's not my body.
And I was like, that ain't me. Like, I'm not the one accepting your pics. Like, this is a new account.
Damn.
Somebody else is accepting your pictures.
He's like, no. Every Thursday at 5.
Yes.
Like some 30-year-old nerd living in his mom's basement. Maybe a sandwich.
I was like, that's not me.
It's on point. I'm there.
Yeah. So I don't know how many other people they're in contact with and trading pictures or doing what with.
Well, you know what? How about we do our own catfish? Let's catfish the catfish. Let's get down to it. Let's reclaim your name.
I it is what it is. I've had people make other Facebook accounts with Nik Scorpion on it, spelled a different way. And even when I've blocked them, they've made separate accounts just to keep trying to attack me on social media. So.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Just to make an awareness of like, she's doing something illegal.
You can't hide. Yes, right. You can run, bitch, but you can't
She's doing
hide.
something that I can't.
Yeah, something.
Why is she doing that?
They get really, really mad. So.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, either some nerdy fucks that you never responded to their dirty DMs, or some overweight house mom.
It's somebody with too much fucking time on their hands.
Yeah.
That's for
Period,
sure.
period.
So yeah.
White privilege, probably just sitting around, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even throw a color in there. We never know.
Yeah,
We never know who the fuck is crazy.
It's a human.
Yes, crazy is a
human.
human thing.
Yes, very true. They come in all shapes and sizes,
Yes.
races,
Yes.
ethnicities.
But it all comes down to we're here. You're not.
Basically, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, this
Yeah.
isn't. I wouldn't sit here and say this is easy, but we all share a common passion for it.
Right.
You know, so
And we
Oh,
actually
yeah.
just did it.
yeah,
We're not just talking about it.
You're right.
it
That's
doesn't
my-
feel like work. We
Yeah.
all have like this is fun time. You know. What
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It is work. We all have to schedule it, set time aside, and
Yeah.
all those
Of
details.
course, of
Spend
course.
money and all that shit.
Of
Oh, yeah.
course.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
It's our own money.
Yes.
Out of our own pockets.
And
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not charging you anything.
No.
Exactly. Because I think it's like, what is it like?
Even Titty Tuesday is free.
Yeah,
So-
imagine that.
Straight up, dude.
So for all you that don't get any titties, you get them for free
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Exactly.
On
On a
OnlyFans.
Tuesday.
There you go.
Last time I went to jail on a Tuesday.
Oh shit. That reminds me. I don't think it was a Tuesday when I went to jail.
Last time?
Yeah.
I've never been to jail.
You've never
Good
been
for
to
you.
jail?
Yeah. I don't know. There's some wood under here.
Jesus Christ. That's amazing.
That's very good. Yes.
Yeah.
I've only been.
Is it
once.
amazing? I mean,
Well, I'm just
we
saying, as far as like with the whole nudity thing and this and that.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Even-
no.
even
you
just in
can't
general.
prosecute anybody unless it's like you're outdoors in front of people and.
Right.
this and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
No. The only time we've walked around nude was like Austin, so
That's
it hasn't
what I
been
was
San
gonna say.
Antonio. Yeah.
And how, like, honestly, yeah, because, like, in all honesty, I remember watching that episode, and, like, that was when y'all were, like, fresh, like, y'all's first year in. And
With jackets on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It was
was
like
cold
rainy and cold.
outside.
Yeah.
And then, the guys that you were talking to, whoever they were, the artists or whatever, like, they didn't even know how to react to
Yeah,
it.
they did.
They're just like,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they were, like, petting your titty. I was like,
Yeah, one of
well,
them,
she got
one
a
of them
little
touched
weird.
me, and then we were like, "Oh God,
That's a
excuse the
little-
fuck out of you."
Hands
Right.
off.
Yes.
Now it's
Yes.
mandatory 6 feet,
Yeah.
but I mean, in general.
Yeah.
You just don't want to get somebody's bubble and be like,
Well,
you know?
we've discussed that where people think that for some reason no clothes on means that's inviting them to touch, or I'm inviting some sort of sexualness because I don't have any clothes on. And I don't know why respect changes with clothes on, which most times it doesn't anyway. I mean, that's why I stopped going to the club, because men grab you no matter what. If they find, the want and need to grab you, they will grab you.
No matter what
So I
clothes
didn't.
attire.
I mean.
Yeah, right.
I was never that type, but I didn't know that guys were actually that.
Aggressive.
Yeah. To just
Oh,
like straight
yeah.
up at the club. Like,
Especially if you're little,
Yeah.
they really, if you're little, they're like, oh my God, like if you're a doll or something. They're like, "Ah!" And I'm like, can you put me the fuck down? I don't know you.
I mean, I'm not a very big guy, so I never had, be like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up? Like,
Or
or
they
maybe
like-
her boyfriend's over there and is like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just common respect, common courtesy, common
Yeah.
sense. I mean, yeah.
it's like treat people how you want to be treated, you know?
Straight up.
They want to be touched, so don't say that. Like,
Well, yeah,
You're very right. I mean,
there's a
with-
limit, okay?
with enough alcohol involvement.
Yeah.
People are basically, I'm down for whatever.
yeah, they are. They really
That's
are.
crazy,
That's
man.
why I stay home.
Yeah, true. I think the last time I went to a titty bar, which I think most of them are kind of closed now, basically.
I think they are.
Sugars. Shout out to Sugars, right? So I was still singing in my post-punk rock band and whatnot, and all my bandmates were youngins. You know what I'm saying? None of them had ever been to a titty bar. I
Oh,
was like,
what?
Y'all
They're all
never been to a
righteous?
titty bar just once? Dude, you got to try it at least
Busting some
once.
cherries.
Straight up. So I was pleased to take them because I was like, all right, well, we'll make it a lunch special.
Oh, shit.
Because-
You know what? I actually went with my cousin one time. I was working with him. We're doing some kind of IT shit. And he's like, hey, you want to go to lunch? I was like, yeah, let's go. He's like, all right, we'll go to this place.
This place. We're going to go to this place with this buffet.
So we pulled into the only strip club in the city. And I'm like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, they got some good steak, or I don't know what the fuck. I was
Right,
like,
it's usually
right,
steak.
yeah, sure. And they actually
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. They had some really good food. And I was
Yes.
like, yeah, badass. And some girls on the stage. Like,
Yeah.
why not? Went back to work. It was all badass.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, but then?
So there we were, and watching my fucking homeboys just being all like, losing their freaking minds and shit and this and that. And I'm like, okay, sorry about them. I'll take the steak. And then like I'm already just like protocol.
Yeah, right. You already know what to do.
Yeah. So, and it was so funny because like there's this one Latina gal walking around stripper, and she's basically what you call it, scavenging, trying to get like a lap dance or something like that, you know?
Y'all want some company?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
So it's so funny because it's like I couldn't help but look, but I was like, oh damn, she's fine. Goddamn. Oh shit, she's coming this way. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't want to spend
You don't want
money.
to say no.
Trying to lead by example. I got my boys here. I already got to
We
look
know
out for
how
them.
you like to give money to pretty women. I get it. You like to help them. I get it.
You already do it at work, man.
But that's more like, okay, women with clothes on can be more enticing. Because then after a while, like, yeah, you stare at anything for too long after a while. Like porn, you can only,
Right.
get your
You
rocks
get
off. And like,
desensitized.
yeah, I don't need to see the ending.
Yeah, the porn analogy we were talking about in the morning is like, yeah, well, you just skip to the dick sucking, then to the fucking, then to the coming.
Right.
Yeah, skip
you
it
get your
around
rocks
the
off,
good
you know?
parts. Yeah.
Next.
So yeah, with a woman fully clothed, there's more leading to the imagination because you can still see her body type, and you're like, oh man, just my imagination. So this gal comes up and she sits right on my lap. Beautiful Latina, like, oh my God, ass all right here, and like, Jesus Christ, I'm just like, fuck. What am I gonna do?
Give her $20.
Yeah, I know. Right? I was thinking about that. Like, oh,
You gonna buy her a drink?
and I'm looking up like, oh Lord. Right then, bartender server gal comes up and sits down my plate of steak and fries and whatnot. Like my
I'm all, you eat food.
Saved by the steak.
I'll take the dark meat instead.
Yeah. So I'm not saying anything. I'm not even trying to be all like, hey, you know what I mean?
Right. You're all,
I'm
my
just
food.
standing there like, oh God.
Don't
so
charge
the steak
me.
comes down, and I look at the steak. I kind of look at her, and I look back at the steak. She's like, I'll come back. For another $20. Steak
Don't
to my
mess with a
pocket.
man and a steak.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's two kinds of meat here, but I'm kind of hungry though.
This is a bit more edible.
Yes, exactly.
And,
The other one's dessert.
Yeah, exactly.
And I remember, so I went to use the restroom real quick, and I'm coming out, and one of the stripper gals is like locked in with this one dude, and she's all talking to him and this and that, and blah blah blah. Telling him what he wants to hear.
Yeah.
Finessing. Finessing. Next to the ATM machine.
Just by chance.
I'm breaking it down. Well, since it was this many songs and this is like basically doing the math for him.
Damn.
He's just like, Oh. He had to pull out like $350.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I mean, why not
That's
just
it.
give her the card?
I mean, yeah.
At that point, I mean.
Straight up.
I don't know. I'm gonna collect my money before it hits $350. I gotta make sure you have it before I do all them dances.
Right.
Just to be real.
Show me the money, yeah.
I mean, yeah, right.
Oh, we're at 100. You got that 100? All right,
Right.
Papa. I'll
I
keep
need to see
going.
it. Let me smell it
Put
first.
it
Let me
on the
just-
table.
Oh, yeah.
I know about you wise guys. Getting 350 in dances, not having even. Yeah, they got $40. Like,
Right,
oh,
be like-
I only got 220s. Motherfucker, what the fuck?
Be like, I'll be right back. I need to go to the restroom and
Yeah.
sneak out.
Fuck no. That's 17 dances, 350,
Shit,
right?
yeah.
Because it's five. Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
bad at
$20
math.
a dance. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's $20 a
Shit,
minute.
yeah.
For like a 2-minute song, maybe a minute and a half song. Like, shit. Think about it. It adds up.
I know my homie invited me to a lot of. He paid, so I was like, yeah, sure.
Oh, hey. Oh, party on,
Yeah,
bro.
the last
Yeah.
time I went, they paid to give me a dance, and I don't like women to rub on me or whatever. But this dance stripper was just ready for it. Oh, girl, I was like, no. But
You know what I did?
I was like this in the chairs.
What I did think was pretty cool was when I went out with my cousin and his wife. We went out to a strip club, and some other friends of his, and like. She was cool. They had,
Right.
They had
Yeah,
drinks.
yeah.
He
I'm cool
got
with
his.
being there, but I personally don't want dances.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. Women are beautiful, but I'm not sexually attracted to a female. So You dancing for me, like I even told her, just keep the money. You don't have to, just sit here and talk if you want to.
It's a free 20.
Yeah, you got a free 20.
You guys get away with murder at strip clubs.
Yeah.
Half the time you're not having to pay. They're just like, I just want to dance on you.
Yeah, I
baby."
just want to. You're so pretty. You're so cute. Oh my god. I'm just
But
like,
they're just doing it to tease the guys.
Yeah.
Guys like, go down.
It's like I'm not the one. I'm not. I really am. I'm not.
So I mean, that was the first time I saw that. I thought it was kind of cool, but whatever.
True. So it was so funny after like a couple hours or whatever passing by. I'm kind of like, all right, I need to get these guys out of here.
Yeah.
Bank
All right,
account's kind of
guys,
thin.
yeah, let's go back to
Yeah.
jamming out this that. Wait, man, we just got here. I was like, bro, it's been like 3 hours, man.
I know.
Just got here.
Got here.
Lunch special already went out the window.
Need to get your rocks off already. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because I've been to my fair share of strip clubs, my better 20s.
Yeah,
And
man.
one time I was like literally just having a conversation with a stripper,
Yeah.
and she charged me.
No.
What?
She charged me
What?
Yeah.
just to talk to her.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
That's
and
real
She
finessing.
enforced it with the big ass bouncer guy and this and that.
No.
And got my,
Oh, wow.
yeah, dude.
Well, that sounds like Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
500.
Dude, I mean, it's kind of cool because, like, you go into the clubs and they're free. Like, you don't have to pay to go in. There's no cover charge. But you have to drink.
Oh.
If you're not drinking, they kick you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
So,
though.
like,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
business.
Like, you walk in and you sit down. Immediately, there's what's called the juicy girl. Yes. Because there's...
She got
the
juicy fruit?
juicy girl.
They call her juicy girl for a reason because they don't drink alcohol. They say, "Oh, buy me a drinky," but their drink is not alcohol; it's just orange juice.
Right.
Oh,
They're
wow, so
charging you
And
like
you're paying,
it is.
yeah,
Yes.
you're paying the full $20 for a drink.
Yes.
But it's just fucking just so
She
they can
makes
sit
money
with you.
off of that too.
Wow.
And get this: when I was in Korea, I didn't know this, but I experienced human trafficking. The girls in the club were actually human trafficking people. The owner of the club would go to the Philippines, would go to Russia, and get these girls, right? And they would tell the families, like, I will give you this amount of money, X amount of thousands of dollars,
Matt.
but I need to take your daughter to work for me and work off the debt.
Oh wow.
So they provided housing for the girls and
And
I mean,
drugs. I can't.
no, there was no drugs. Luckily, there was no drugs. But
Right.
at least in the house that I was, where the girlfriend that I had, I had
Yeah.
a juicy girl girlfriend. So, I mean, it was a common thing. But she snuck me into the house, and dude, there was like fucking like 15 people in there.
Oh wow.
And, they had the most minimal of food. And, they wouldn't let them go out. They couldn't have visitors. Obviously, they snuck me in.
Wow.
But, one time they did catch me, and the lady or whatever, she was like, oh, blah, 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 this and that in Korean, and told me to get the fuck out. Not to come back.
The madam. The madam.
I don't speak
The
your
Ajima.
language. I don't know what's going on.
But, I mean, she couldn't do shit because I was military. And they know
Right.
that. So, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Untouchable.
They just told me to get the fuck out.
Get out of here, you
Yeah, exactly.
asshole American.
I could have
Yes.
fucking reported them for human trafficking, but I
Right.
didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Weird, dude. I was like-
Yeah.
I didn't realize this until honestly a few years ago when I started researching back at the unit I was in and like the area because I want to go back to Korea, and I saw all these things about human trafficking, the clubs I used to go to. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit!
Damn.
I did not know this. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a touching, touchy subject in
Yeah.
general. Like,
It's the oldest profession.
Yeah. I mean,
As
luckily
well,
these girls weren't getting
Beaten.
damaged in any way. You know,
Okay.
true.
they're
Yeah.
just they're just there to work.
They were just forced to have
Yeah.
sex with strangers.
And that's the thing. You're in another country. You don't know.
In a
like-
way too, because like with all these clubs in Korea, like you can pay those girls their night off and take them home with you.
Oh,
So
shit.
technically, yeah. So like if somebody came to the club and they told Ajima, "Hey, I want to buy this girl for the night, pay her night off," it was like a couple of $100,
Right.
and you can take her home. That she has to go with you because
Yeah.
it's, you know what I'm saying?
Probably got the pimp outside.
There was no pimp, but I mean, I'm
Terrible.
sure somebody will come looking.
Yeah, somebody.
So you know what I'm saying?
She
But-
been here 2 days now. Get her the fuck out, or we kill you. Who knows, man? Jesus.
Yeah, and there's this place called Hooker Hill.
Oh shit.
It's literally a hill in the back alley in Korea on the main strip. in the capital in Seoul, and I have no idea how we found this. Our first day being there,
No idea.
fucking ran into it somehow, right? And it's literally just a downhill like that, lined with clubs on both sides.
Oh,
And there's girls standing outside, like
Just
you know,
waiting.
hey,
It's
you
like
know,
a red light district.
they'll pull you in. They'll literally pull you in. And be like, oh, buy me a drink, this and that, or sucky, fucking this and that. Like,
Oh yeah, they're ready.
You're like, okay.
and I mean, obviously everyone wants to try the experience. So I went into one, right? And they have the bar area in the front, right? When you walk in, it's just the bar and this and that. But in the back area,
All the beds.
no.
Oh no.
No, they were like little, I don't even want to say cubicles because
Booths, little booths.
they were booths in a way, but the partitions were this high.
Oh. So you could still see.
You can see everything. I mean, there's no point in a partition. I mean, you can see everything. Like,
Wow.
It was like a big orgy.
They walk you
Damn.
in, right? They walk you in, right? The girl, if you walk in, and they take you back, and you're just walking by, you see a guy getting dick sucked, dude and girl fucking right there, and you know what I'm saying, like whatever, and then you just go to one of the chairs.
You get that
and,
proud dude. It's just like, yeah, this is me.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and one
Watch,
time,
watch me. Look at me.
one time we had to
Slapping his
rescue-
own ass.
We had to rescue one of our homies because he was like drunk off his ass, a fucking wallet full of money, just laying on top of the fucking, and girl all over him and shit. We had to, dude, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, we had to
Get
rescue
robbed.
his ass, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm blowing it up.
Like, yeah, dude. I mean, he was gone off his ass, dude. Like, it was crazy, man. Crazy times. I love Korea. Go if you can.
Obviously.
Sure.
It's a big party. Very cheap. Very cheap.
Oh, yeah.
So,
What's up?
yeah, man.
So, Miss Nik Scorpio, any travels out of states or
Out of
just
country?
travels in general?
I haven't been out of country yet.
Same.
Besides going to Cancun, but that's really it. you
Now
know.
we need to change that.
Yes.
We need to go out
I
of
went
out of
to
country.
Puerto Rico, been to New York,
Really?
been to Colorado.
Man, we've been talking about trying to take a trip.
I've been to
Yeah.
New York. New York was the shit.
New York,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I
We,
got-
we
I
did
actually-
Times Square. We did Times Square. We took pictures with the cops out there, cold as shit.
Oh, shit.
Topless, you know. Yeah.
I got a
You had
friend.
icicles instead of tits.
It was.
I
it
actually
was
got a
cold.
friend out in New York.
Yes,
I
yes.
want to know a little bit more about your nationality. What is?
I am Mexican, Puerto Rican.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
My dad was born in Puerto Rico, grew up in New York in the Bronx, came down to Texas for military, met my mom, went off to Vietnam, and then when he came back and married her.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And today's actually their anniversary, 46
Oh,
years.
wow.
Well,
Happy
congratulations.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Badass.
Would they watch your show?
My mom is not blocked on my Facebook. My dad is blocked on all Facebooks. So
Purposely.
yes. Per his request. I can.
Nice. All right. Badass. Well,
Yeah.
I'm all out Mexican. I think my family originates in Monterrey.
Okay.
Because that's as far as I know from my dad and my uncles, as much as they talked about. Everything kind of points to Monterrey. So I guess I originate from there.
I really don't know where my Mexican side originates from, honestly. I haven't even dug into that. My mom hasn't told me any of that. So I know more about my dad's side. And I feel, well, I don't know. It's like one side was like all girls and the other side was all boys. And there was me in the middle.
Oh, okay.
you know?
I see. So you know
Meg-
Spanish?
I do not.
Puerto
I'm
Rican
a coconut. Yeah.
Oh, so no Puerto Rican Spanish or no Mexican Spanish?
No,
Okay.
I mean, I can get by if I'm in a foreign country, if I'm in Mexico or something like that.
Cool.
The Puerto Rican Spanish is a lot faster.
Yes,
And
they don't
a
say
little
they're
different. Yeah, it's a little different. So, but still, we could get by in Puerto Rico. But
You know, it's
yeah.
a funny thing because Puerto Ricans and Mexicans didn't really get along in the military.
They don't get along.
They
No,
don't.
they're
Oh,
racist from each other.
Yeah.
Basically.
And we speak the similar language, but you know,
Right.
it's weird. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because honestly, Mexicans call Puerto Ricans black. So,
Yes.
and I mean,
And
my
the-
experience is that Mexicans are very racist, and that's just
Yeah, they are.
That's
Yeah, we are.
yes.
Let's be honest, we are.
And
Yeah.
my dad isn't dark, but even he said when he moved to Texas, he had like this man go like this to him. Apparently, he looked at him and went. He
What?
looked at him and was like, and he said that means like you're black, like you got big lips. That's what he was trying to say to him.
That's crazy.
I almost thought it was a sexual thing.
Yeah,
Why are you touching my lips, bro?
no, he was like he was touching his lip and looking at him like
Oh.
that's you. You're one of those, aren't you? Type of thing.
But you know
Yeah.
what? I did mistake a couple of Dominicans for black people because they look.
Well, we are, yeah. If you go to Puerto Rico, there's so many skin tones.
Yeah.
And you know, curly hair to kinky curly to afros to not. It's such a mix because, you know, of course because of the slave trade, but you know, being so close to Africa, coming in from, you know, from South America, all that stuff, from the islands. So, I mean, I know that there's African somewhere in my heritage. If I look at my grandmother, my dad had a fro. My whole, you know, Puerto Rican side of the family
What's been
goes
said-
from looking black to looking white. It just. You know.
It's been said that there's this city in Africa that birthed the entire human race. So
Right.
basically, we all kind of come from that one
Right, right.
specific
From
spot.
Africa.
So
Yes.
yeah, I mean,
That's
in a
like-
way, we all have African roots in a way. Yeah.
You know, like the evolutionary gene of when we were conceived and became and evolved to human beings.
Right.
Yeah, they can
They
trace
say
our
it
human
came from
history
black
to
women.
that. Yeah.
Black women are the birth of human existence.
True, true.
Not white.
Yeah.
White.
We just kind of all spread out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not true, true.
Yes.
And honestly, skin color comes from your surroundings, from your environment. The reason black people have, or African people have such dark skin and tough skin, because their environment's very harsh.
Right.
It's very desert-like. You know?
Right.
True. Hot.
So, and then you have like people in Greenland or in England where it's always cold and there's never sun. That's why they have very fair skin, you know.
Right.
True. Yeah.
So
They evolved over time.
you know,
Yeah.
skin doesn't mean. I mean, skin color doesn't mean shit.
True.
No.
Like, there's
Has nothing to do with your brain.
Exactly.
Straight up. Yeah. You either have the common sense or no sense.
At
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
And then there's so many in-betweens of that. It's just kind of amazing. I meet so many people where it's like, I mean, there's certain situations where it's like curbside crazy chicks that I've dated. Jesus Christ. I say curbside crazy because sometimes it's just like this one gal I was dating. I called her Rihanna. She literally looked. You can ask him. We actually have an episode of her on the podcast.
She's on one of the episodes. You can look back.
She looks spitting image of Rihanna, and
maybe just a little heavier, but
maybe a little heavier. But prior to
yeah,
that,
I mean,
like, spot on. Got
the
the
face,
nose ring,
you know,
just
yeah.
the same face.
all she
And
needs is that accent.
basically, that's the only difference. And, like, I'd be walking around with her, like we go downtown or we go walking on trails at Woodlawn Lake and whatnot. We're walking around, and I'm watching people walk by and just kind of like
Do a double take.
Is that fucking Rihanna? You know what I mean? Like,
Is she crazy?
Yes.
Yes.
The craziest.
Dude, I mean, crazy to the point where it was like, I had to say something. To where it was like, wow. I mean, okay, so what was it? First episode of Crazy that I got from her was that what I guess I appreciate about her, she was pursuing me, you know, to hit me up and this, that, and the other. Like, all right, cool, you know, this, that. We'd go on walks. We'd walk 1,000 miles or miles, steps.
1,000 miles.
steps.
I walk 1,000 miles. What song is it?
I would walk
1,000 miles.
I would walk 500 miles.
Oh shit.
So, I mean, everything was cool and everything like that. But I kind of also wanted to distance myself too, because I had my overnight shifts. I had to, like, you know what I mean? She'd want to go walking early in the morning, which was cool. But like, after a while, some days, man, let's not hang out. How about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I still got other
Yeah.
things I do in my life.
Well, right.
You know?
You need
And
your me time after work.
Yeah, sure. So, well, one day she decided to like avoid my calls because not avoid my calls. Sorry, she kept blowing up my phone, and I was like, just wake up, turn it off, go back to sleep. Wake up, turn it off, go back to sleep. You know what I mean? So she's blowing up my phone, and it's obvious I'm not answering.
Right.
Busy, asleep, doing something.
Yep.
So she decides to drive on over to my place
Of course.
and come knock on my window, all creeper style. So where she's like, hey, you know, this and that. And I'm like,
You're not answering your phone for 5 days.
I know, right?
not even that.
Or 5 minutes.
We just saw each other yesterday. Fuck, dude.
I wanted to make sure you were
Are
okay.
you avoiding me?
Yes. And it was like, because I'm living in this house and every room's to rent and whatnot. And before I even had time to step out of my own room, she was right in front of my door room.
Oh.
Like inside the house?
Inside the house.
Holy shit.
She already checked the damn door. Oh, it's open. I'm going right the fuck in.
Damn. Talk about breaking and entering.
So I'm sitting here like half asleep, like, oh my God. And I just embrace her hug because she's like totally like, hey, how you doing?
Well, right. That's when
Ready to go for that walk?
crazy is in your house now, so you kind of have to like
Go with the
roll
flow.
with the punches
Yeah.
until you get them out of the house, and then you're like, "Huh!" You lock the door and like,
Call the cops.
yes,
Get a new phone.
yes, we're going for a walk, and then you
know,
kind of
right?
leave them to the door. And I've done this
and then-
before, as you can tell.
But it's
It's like, yeah, we're gonna talk outside. Let's talk outside.
But it's a
it's
different
not.
dynamic when you're a guy and it's a
It
chick
is.
stalker.
It really is.
Nobody takes that shit seriously.
They
Yeah.
don't.
It happens.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's crazy, or has the
No.
potential of being crazy. So I walk outside with her, and she's like all ditzy, like, "Yeah, we're going on a walk."
Yeah.
Because I find out later she was like a horrible alcoholic, which she admitted to me later. That's why she gained so much weight. She finally got on her meds. She was off her meds, drinking. Shows what kind of, I got low standards. She looked like Rihanna. I'm just going with
I mean, that wasn't very low. I mean, it was, you don't
She
know.
was beautiful. That's what
Yeah.
bothered
That's
my
what
mind.
that's what gets y'all going though. Like it's the beauty that catches you, and then you're already in it, and then you find out we're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm embracing
It
that.
happens with us too, with y'all.
It's a
I
trap.
mean,
Yeah,
you know,
both
we
sides,
like
for
you
sure.
guys, and then we're like, holy shit, he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sociopath style.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
It's like, what do you mean you're going out?
Yeah,
Like,
like-
what the fuck? Okay.
Who keeps calling you? Who's that? Who are you talking to?
Damn.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, it's messed up, and it's a hell of a balance. So either way, I had to basically walk her outside and be like, you know, you're crazy. And she's like laughing, like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
Wow.
Like, no, you're crazy. You just showed up to my place. You knocked on my window and proceeded to walk into my place. Not
You weren't even
no
invited.
regards. Yeah. There was no priors of me saying, okay, agree upon, yeah, come on by,
Yeah,
this
it's
and
like,
that.
you actually broke the law right now.
Yeah. I said, had I did this to you, I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big time.
But this is
That's
the
the
opposite.
double standard. Yeah.
This is the opposite. Dispatcher's overlooking that call.
Yeah.
A guy and a click. Anyway, they'll figure it
Have
out.
Yeah.
a female intruder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what was crazy is that in Texas, they take the girl's side. All the time.
Exactly.
You know, you would think that, but I do have a friend that the police were listening to him and they made her leave.
Oh,
They
wow.
took her in the police car, wouldn't even let her go in her car, and dropped her off at another friend of ours' house.
Wow.
Because he said she hit him. Not that she didn't,
Yeah.
but he played that role like a female does,
Mm-hmm.
and they said she has to go.
She's a really big woman.
So,
I guess it's all how you play it.
Yeah, it's all how you play it and what
Yeah.
cops you get.
True.
That's true.
Like I had heard this one story. I think it was like some kind of cop story. I had heard it from a cop, and he was telling me that there was always this domestic dispute between this couple in this apartment complex, and the chick would always call, and she would always have the bruises on her and whatnot. The guy would go to jail, and it would happen all the time. To where like one day the guy finally got smart. He put a hidden camera.
Yeah.
Damn. That's how
That's what you have to do.
What you have to do?
Yeah.
He put a hidden camera in her closet, okay? And basically, she'd start an argument like she would normally and this and that and be beaten up on him,
Right.
right?
And then beat up on herself.
in the fucking closet. And he caught her doing it. So finally, like when the cops were like, as usual, going through, cuffing him and this and that, and he goes, no, wait.
Look at this video.
Look at
real
this
quick.
camera. Look at the camera,
Yeah.
this and that. And he was able to finally win the case.
You really do. You really
Yeah,
do.
that's crazy.
But she was like a pale gal. That
Women
was
are
like,
crazy.
She could squeeze herself and look appear bruised.
I can't say women are. People are crazy. Okay? It's not
Yeah.
just women. People
goes
are
both
crazy.
ways,
Yes.
yeah.
I've had crazy men too, so I know. It's just people are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
We need to get to Titty Tuesday.
Yes, we do.
need to get
Yes.
to Titty Tuesday.
So that's enough of this. We'll see you
Yes.
next week. We got a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Definitely. Too
yeah.
much, baby. Too
Shoot,
much. Too
over an
much.
hour.
You know what? We don't have to work for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or 3.
I might have to take a month off.
We got a lot of shit.
Oh, shit. But Titty Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Here it is. Keep it hot and fresh, baby.
We actually have another exit. Our second outro. Peace.